Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Finishing Below. Holy crap, this week was busy. I've got a lot of stuff to cover in a very small amount of time, so I'm going to try and just blitz through it. Hopefully you can keep up with me, because it's going to be insane. Here we go. Okay, so on Sunday, just randomness, random news that I found across the internet. The first one being that Jackie Chan actually talked about a sequel to Chinese Zodiac, which I think is really weird, given the fact that Chinese Zodiac was quote-unquote his last big action film. Now he's talking about a sequel to it, and we all know that he's been kind of backpedaling on his words with Police Story 2013 and New Drunken Master. So there is a chance, although I wouldn't say a high probability, that a sequel to Chinese Zodiac happens. Given the fact of how big it is, we might see another sequel. But I don't know. That's interesting, exciting, but I don't know how I feel about it. But following that up, John Woo has been expressing interest about filming the Expendables 3, being the director for it. I don't know how true that's going to be. It's just him saying that he wants to do it. Obviously, Stallone has the final say. I really doubt it's going to happen. It would be a very different take on the Expendables, and I don't know how that would be. But what would be cool is if John Woo actually takes that same concept and applies it to Chinese films, putting like Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, Yuen Biao, who knows who else, like a Chinese version of the Expendables. That would be sweet. But I don't think he actually knows what's going on, because he said that he wanted to have a fight between Jean-Claude Van Damme and Jet Li. Can't happen. Spoiler alert. So, yeah. I don't think it's going to happen, but still interesting and weird and random. And then lastly, on Sunday, this is also the same day, by the way, trailer for Donnie Yen in a film called Together, which is a romantic film. Yeah. If you watch the trailer, it's really, really weird. And if you read the synopsis, it's even weirder, because Donnie Yen apparently is a man who cannot smile because of some surgery procedure or something like that. I don't know. And it shows him smile in the trailer, so guess how that one ends. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really random, and I didn't know how else to phrase it, besides it was random news. I like the fact that Donnie Yen's kind of going out into different genres. We all know that he's not going away from action. He did it with All's Well That Ends Well last year, which was his Chinese New Year film. So it's nothing big, nothing drastic. It's just weird to see Donnie do something like that. So check those out. A lot more detail on all of these articles I'm going to be talking about on my website. Okay, following that up, on Monday, found a trailer for a film which I'm going to butcher. I think it's Lawan Satu, which it's a Malaysian film which is very, very reminiscent of The Raid. There's not a lot of details as to what's going on the film. There's a lot of people that are excited for it. I think it's a good film to put on the Malaysian market. I can't remember if I've seen a Malaysian movie or not. Like, I want to say I have, but I can't even remember the name of it. So I'm just going to say I don't know. But obviously we knew this was going to happen. When Ong Bak was big, there were a lot of movies that followed suit. The Raid, same thing. Ip Man, it naturally happens. And I hope that new talent gets recognized through it. I hope that the Malaysian film industry has a good stunt team that can be appreciated, and I'm sure they do, but it'll be something that'll put them on the map, and I think that's a good thing, even if they're kind of piggybacking off of the popularity of The Raid. I'm fine with that. A good film is a good film regardless of what inspired it. So, moving on, found a trailer for a documentary called The Stunt, which actually is a Thai film. And what's really interesting about it, at least to me, is the fact of how open, even in the trailer, the stuntmen are about the Thai film industry and the hurdles that they face. I'm really excited about it. If you guys have heard of this film, it's called Red Trousers with Robin Shou in it, or hosting it. It was the same kind of thing. I was really interested in the life of a stuntman and what they have to go through and how tough it is really for these guys who maybe have a couple seconds of screen time and they risk their life for what they do. Really interesting to me, and I think a lot of people are curious as to what happens on the stunt and the feedback that it gets. So I'm really interested in it, and I will definitely be checking it out when it comes out. Okay, following this all up, I had someone contact me about a week or so ago wanting to do a guest post on my website about their top 10 Kung Fu films. And after a little bit of going back and forth, I decided to go ahead and let it happen. So, Charles Malcolm is his name, and he wrote an article about his top 10 Kung Fu films. I had no say in which movies he picked or anything. I pretty much took the text, copied it, and pasted it. So, have at it, what you will. Sorry, I can't see through my glasses. I can, but I can't. I don't know. I mean, it was just more of a discussion piece, and I'm always interested in seeing what people like and what people enjoy, so I figured why not. So, guest post, check it out, give it a read, see if you agree or disagree. Following that up, more images, or not more images, some images for Ninja 2 were posted on Scott Adkins' Facebook page, and it shows him and the stunt team. I'm not quite sure who all's in it besides Tim Mann. Me and Evil Dollar were going back and forth trying to figure out if Kazoo was in it, and I haven't messaged him to figure it out because he may have shaved, or it may be somebody else, and I don't know. So it may or may not be Kazoo. But what else? I mean, there's not really anything. It was literally 2 images, and Ninja 2 is filming in Thailand, and I really want to see Kane, like an image of Kane. It doesn't have to be in costume. I just want to see him on the set. That would be great. So I'm really excited for that film. I know that Ninja wasn't really a super huge hit, but I have a feeling that if all the right pieces fall in the right places, yeah, Ninja 2 will be a good film. So fingers crossed. Following that up, the Grandmasters opened, and some of you may be wondering why that's a big deal. Well, it's a big deal because it's been in the making for about 14 years now. So the fact that it actually came out and you can read reviews about it right now, that's insane. That's really good news. I actually haven't read a review about it, so I'm not quite sure. I think the reception's overall pretty good on the film. I know it did good in the box office, but I haven't read any like specific reviews. The movie itself was 4 hours long, and they trimmed it down to 210 minutes or something like that. Don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a director's cut, because there's no way. There's going to be some like ridiculous collector's edition that's got documentaries of 10 years in the making. It'd be insane. I would love to see it. So, anyways, the Grandmasters finally came out. Okay, so I'm going to skip my other bonus post real quick and then go back to it. Did a review, Tai Chi 0. I don't know what you guys felt or how you felt about that film. I tried to be as honest as I could. I love the fact that Well Go USA brought it to the States, and I'm really excited to see the sequel. But it was a really weird film for me, and it took me a while to get all my thoughts in one review. Check it out. Give it a read. You may or may not agree with it. That's typically how my reviews go. And let me know what you think about it, because I've seen kind of both sides of it. So, I don't know. Shoot me an email or message me or post a comment, whatever you want. Okay, so lastly, I'm trying to like blitz through all this because at about 10 minutes, my video stutters, even on the low quality, which sucks. But I'm trying to just cram it all in. So I'm sorry if I'm just rushing it. It's just I wanted to give you guys as much content as I could. Okay. Lastly, 2 things. One, I made forums on the Martial Arts Movie Junkie website. You can see it on the tag up there next to like about the site, the biographies and like the little fights that I wrote forever ago. Check it out. I really think that everybody who visits the site, the people who comment on it, whether it's on my Facebook page or on the website itself, it's a great community, and it's really not too hard. You just make a login. You can post your own topics and reply to everybody else. I've got some cool things on there, or at least I think they're cool, but a couple of the people posted some interesting topics that you can bounce back and forth on. They don't have to be related to martial arts at all. I've got like an anime section, music, non-martial arts films, video games. So feel free to post whatever you want. I have a set of like forum rules, I guess you could call them, that I would like everybody to follow. And the main reason why I tried to do that was because of the fact that like I don't have an age limit for like who can post in the threads. And so I want to make sure it's not too hostile. And I'm sure that people are going to get heated and debate different things, but at the same time, I think it's a great way to build the community and let you guys interact with one another in a way that is different. So have fun on the forums. I really hope that it takes off the way I'm hoping it does, because I think it's a cool thing, and I'm going to try and post and interact with you guys as much as I can. So if you have any suggestions or if you want a new category, just message me, write it somewhere, and I will see it, and I will do my best to accommodate. Because I've never made a forum before. This is my first website, so I'm still in the learning phases. So if you guys have any suggestions of what you want to see, what you don't want to see, let me know, and I will definitely listen to your feedback. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about this real quick. JapanCinema.net actually asked me to do a podcast with them, and I agreed to it, and we're actually going to be filming it on Monday. And I don't know if I can say this or not, but whatever, I'm saying it now. I'm filming it on Monday. I'm not quite sure when it's going to be up, but we're going to be talking about a bunch of different things. It may not all be martial arts film related, because they're a Japanese film website, and I've been kind of browsing around and seeing what they talk about. And they've got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool content. So I'm going to be my first ever podcast, because I don't consider these a podcast. These are just a video of me rambling and rambling and rambling. So anyways, I'm going to be my first podcast, which is really exciting for me. It's just been a lot of stuff with the guest post and the building of the forums. Like I said, I'm trying to get it all through, and I'm really excited for where the website's headed. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to message me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. But check out the podcast. I'll let you know. I'll link a post, and I may even make a thread on the forums for it when it's up and ready. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a podcast, so I'm excited for that. I think that's it. I'm hitting 12 minutes, and I don't want to ramble too much. So I hope you guys had a great week. I know that I just kind of came out of the gate running this week, and I'm really sorry for that. But hopefully you guys have had an awesome week. Mine's been crazy but fun, and I'm so ready to relax this weekend. So I guess that's it until next week. So you guys stay awesome, and this is K Miller, and this week has been finished.